Balatro is the title that earned Golden Joysticks Award for Best Indie Game of 2024, and this is for good reason. The game is a masterpiece mechanically, but it can be daunting if you've never played before, and you'll see clips like this. Not to brag, but that amazing clip is from me, Valiant, and today I'm going to be explaining all the basics of Balatro in just 5 minutes. First, you must choose your deck. You can unlock a total of 15 decks in the game, but you start with the red deck. First, let me explain the structure of progression in this game. Basically, at what point do you win? Well, first, there are antes and blinds. Think of these as worlds and levels, respectively. There are 3 blinds in each ante. Once you beat all 8 blinds, you've had a successful run in which you can either continue playing into the endless mode or start a new run. When you beat a blind, you're given some money as a reward. But to beat a blind, you need to reach a target score of chips. Using the Run Info button on the left, you can see the entirety of all hand types you can play. These are effectively combos. When you hover over each one of these, it explains how the hand type works, and to the right you'll see how many chips you can get. But on top of this equation, you'll add the chips to the cards you've played. An ace is worth 11 chips, all face cards worth 10, and then each numbered card is worth its rank. You can select up to 5 cards at a time, with which you can either discard or play. A good example for when to discard is to get rid of your lower cards in hopes of getting something better in order to improve your combo score. You only have 4 hands to score the chip goal, and if you don't hit that goal, you'll lose. But when you win, you'll see the results screen. The results screen will show you how much money you earn and from what. For example, every hand you have left over will award you that same amount in cash, on top of the cash rewarded for defeating the blind. Then we enter the shop. Let's start with the spot in the top right. Here, you'll be able to buy jokers, tarots, and planet cards. Just to show off how useful a joker can be, we'll get the Raised Fist, which will take the rank from the lowest card in our hand and double it. Then this number will be added to the right of our combo called the Molt. Though not all cards are Molt based. For example, if you have the business card, there's a 50% chance you get some cash for each scoring face card. The other thing you can buy in the shop are planet cards. Planet cards are used to upgrade hand types. So instead of playing a full house and starting with 40 chips times 4 Molt, you'll start with 65 chips times 6 Molt. Pretty simple. Next up, we have tarot cards. Tarot cards will allow for various effects to take place in your deck or maybe grant you some money or even planet cards. One of the key uses for tarot cards is to create enhanced cards in your deck. Enhanced cards can increase the amount of chips a card is scored for, or add Molt to that same card. While enhanced cards are great, enhanced jokers are even better. They can increase the Molt or chip scored on top of their given ability, or it could be a negative joker, which means it does not take up one of your only 5 slots. For this next section of the shop, you can buy packs. There are 5 packs to get. Standard. This lets you add playing cards to your deck, potentially enhanced ones. Arcana packs, these allow you to get tarot cards, celestial packs give you planets, buffoon packs are for jokers. And finally, we have spectral packs, which gives you access to spectral cards, which are basically tarot cards on steroids. There's 3 different versions of each pack, regular, jumbo, and mega. The jumbo gives you more options to choose from, while the mega gives you more options to choose from, and you get to pick 2 cards as well. And finally, this section at the bottom left is for vouchers. Vouchers basically act as buffs to things beyond your deck, like how much money you earn or how many hands you have. Now knowing all there is to know about the shop, let's go into a boss blind. Boss blinds are just like normal blinds, except they have special effects. These special effects are debuffs to your deck or chip count, forcing you to play just a bit more strategically. Now you might notice that we've been selecting to play these blinds. There's another option though just below, and that's to skip them. You can skip all small or big blinds. These will give you some type of reward, whether it's an enhanced joker or some extra money. So why wouldn't you just skip all big and small blinds, you might think? That's because you would lose the opportunity to gain money from the blind, lose the opportunity to visit the shop, and some jokers even rely on you to continuously beat the blind in order to beef them up. So it's wise to only skip blinds when the reward is really worth it. You've now learned all the basics and fundamentals of Balatro. So with the combination of all the jokers, tarots, spectrals, and planets, let me show you what perfect Balatro synergy could look like. Just to show you what I have in my selection here, we have 4 fingers. This means that I only need to have 4 cards to select for a flush or a straight, where you would usually need 5. And then I have the Crafty Joker, which means every flush I get, it's going to have plus 80 chips, and it has the holographic modifier, which means it'll give plus 10 Molt every time it's scored. So these 2 pair perfectly together. And on top of that, straights can be made with a gap of 1. So it is a lot easier to get straights and flushes, and you can get a straight flush, which is, I believe, the highest scoring hand in the game. It is considered a secret hand so this won't normally appear here, but you'll see I've scored it about 12 times here, thanks to the combination of these cards, the Four Fingers and Shortcut. And then I have the Hologram Joker, which every time I add a card to my deck, it allows for it to gain plus 0.25 molt. A standard deck starts with 52 cards. I have 78. So you'll see this is getting pretty powerful. Pretty good into going to the Endless run, I believe, as well. And then here we have Strength and the Magician. Strength would make a king into an ace, a queen into a king, until I have only one discard left. So we're going to get the Molt boost here. So we now have these four selected. Let's see, that should give us a pretty decent hand. You see with the one hand, I already scored most of what I need. And the Cerulean Bell is not too bad of a boss bind, in my opinion. It just makes it so you always have one card selected. So I cannot unselect this, whether that's for playing it or doing a discard. I appreciate you all so much for watching until the end. I've been Valiant. Please be sure to check out some of the other stuff on the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much and have a good one.